Hey YouTube. I'm in Mazatlan, Mexico right now. And I just want to say hello and thank you for you guys smashing the like buttons and your subscriptions and all your attention. I appreciate it. I wanted to do a little bit of an update video. As you guys know, I've been suffering from a lot of inflammation and joint pain most recently, and it was not getting better. And as I mentioned before, I have gone off the rails a little bit, not with real high carb stuff or anything, but just plant around the edges, okay? And I was so scared about where things were. I was thinking maybe, like my mother, I was getting rheumatoid arthritis because I didn't think I should feel this bad. Sort of an all over body, you know, my Achilles tendons were hurting and my elbows were hurting, my wrists were hurting, my knees, just all kinds of stuff. And I'm broadly speaking pretty strong in my buttocks because I've been doing a lot of real heavy hamstring and buttocks exercises since about June, and I have not let off at all with that. So I'm not one that, you know, can't squat down or whatever. I've got the musculature to support that, but my joints were all squawking. I was very stiff in the morning, doing a lot of shuffling, and I was like, okay, I'm back to this now. So I just decided to experiment this last week, and with the exception of Thanksgiving yesterday, and I just had one low-carb pumpkin muffin, which gave me pain intestinally. That's how I know when my gut responds with pain down low. That's a thing I shouldn't have. So what do the pumpkin muffins have in them? Well, the obvious, pumpkin, but also cream and eggs and things of that nature. But my body just doesn't want plant, guys. And if I have plant, I get to suffer. It's period. End of conversation. So what I've been doing is I've been having 5 scrambled eggs each day with a small handful of cheese and a couple of heaping tablespoons of chopped up ham without sugar. It was difficult to find it here in Mazatlan, but we did. We found a ham that's extra fine. It's lean, but I'm cooking my scrambled eggs in bacon grease, so obviously I'm attentive to that. And I haven't been putting cream or water or anything in the eggs, just having the 5 eggs scrambled with that amount of cheese and the 2 tablespoons of ham each day. And then I've been making a choice for dinner that is, you know, animal kingdom. And I've been using dairy more like a condiment in its amount and usage. So the dairy, I don't think dairy is a problem for me. I've omitted it several times, but what I noticed was that, and I've mentioned this before in other videos, when I omit everything but just meat, and in the case of September of 21, bacon grease, that's all I had, never went hungry, ate twice a day, didn't fast appreciably, though I think some people would consider me eating at 3 or 4 in the afternoon and then going all the way to 10 or 11 o'clock the next day as fasting. It's not, simply because I have fat on my body in such of an amount that my body can just use that before it gives me hunger signals. And so I can go 18 or 20 hours. I don't consider that fasting. I'm way down on my cream consumption, probably by 75%. I'm just having a couple tablespoons or 3 tablespoons between a couple cups of coffee, just enough to take that black taste down to something I can stand. I'll have black coffee without cream. I've done it before, but I don't love it. And I need to have something to love, guys. I need to have something to love. And cream in my coffee is one of those things, but I did take it back from the excess. And you guys might be thinking, oh, you just want to get thin or whatever. Well, I'd love to be thinner than I am now, but what I'm really concerned about is the way I feel, and I hate it, and I want it to go away. So I just want to let you guys know that after 5 days, I think, of this protocol, my inflammation is way down by about half, I'd say, or maybe 40%, which is super significant. My Achilles tendons aren't shrieking at me, but what was really phenomenal is my psoriasis is way down. And what is psoriasis exactly? Because there's a lot of confusion between eczema, psoriasis, and rosacea. They're basically all autoimmune, and they're very linked to one another. And I had rosacea, face and ocular. That has not really returned to great degree, but I believe that's the problem with this eye when it gets all fussed up. It's a rosacea flare, not an eye infection as I thought it was. And I just got my extremely important lash appointment accomplished yesterday. I was an hour and a half late for our Thanksgiving potluck here at our condominium complex because it's so difficult to get appointments down here for that specific thing that you almost have to just say yes to whatever appointment they give you, and then the next appointment I said yes to whatever they gave me then, and then I will then schedule out the remainder. And I took a Didi, which is like the Mexican version of Uber, and it's less expensive than Uber. And it's less expensive than Pulmonías, which are the open air taxis that are so prevalent here. They've gotten real expensive because inflation's hit Mexico too, of course, and now it costs $10 to get up north, whereas last year it was like $7. So now I'm spending about $10 to get up north and back on a Didi. So that's what I did yesterday. But for Thanksgiving supper last night, I had 2 bites of fruit salad, which was not problematic. And then I had the pumpkin muffin, the low-carb pumpkin muffin that Hubs makes, and that was problematic. And I didn't have any flares, but it doesn't help me. It like halts my progress of healing, I think, because there is plant in there, right? And I've determined that plant of any kind is a degree of less good than wellness for me. And so all my psoriasis, you know, basically psoriasis shows up on my face like shiny red, irritated skin things, and then they peel. And in my eyebrows, I'm full of like dry peeling skin on my eyebrows within them. And then my hair starts to get some of that stuff too along my scalp line. And that's when I'm having a real flare. And I hate it. Almost gone now. So all it took was a little bit of time for me to be without that plant material, and look how fast my body was responding. And so basically right now what we're having is I'm having the eggs in the morning, like I mentioned, and then I'm having some kind of meat in the afternoon. And oftentimes it's like shrimp, or it's sometimes fish, or it's burger patties. I've had one steak, but I don't love it down here smoked. I prefer my steak grilled in butter in the pan. I just like fried steak without any breading. So anyway, I just want to let you guys know I'm improving. And it's been about 5 days, and I've lost, I think, 2 pounds. I didn't mean to lose weight, but I think that when I'm eating super clean like that, it's just going to be a default mechanism. But I'll let you know what's going on with that too. If I continue to lose weight, the last time I ate cleaner like this, I lost 4.8 pounds in 33 days. And I never was hungry, and I was always satisfied, a little bit bored, but I think this time I have a different attitude. I don't care about being a little bit bored. I care about feeling well. So anyway, Cheating Carnivore, signing off. Love you guys. Subscribe to me. Like this video.